This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned, then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready.
Тогач, здорово. Обязательно, Тогач, обязательно. Без этого вообще
This is
никак
their main
нельзя.
host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
Звук, кстати, есть с игры?
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the...
You're telling me that's the Archduke's son?
Shields in the flesh.
What is it you require?
Вообще так оно и есть, да, тут. Оно вроде как... Да, и...
It has been an honor.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Ну не игра года
Nothing
точно.
fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the... This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in...
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company.
But until we arrived, that was your plan.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Inn have been laid to rest.
Very good.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
Ну,
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to
Square
the
Enix
Black
давно
Shields.
ничего
And so we shall.
хорошего не выпускала, так?
We'll keep them from the
May the
breach.
blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their... corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Ну да, да.
Yeah!
Ну да пройти-то надо.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Straight home now.
Ну тут по интерфейсу видно, что это 14-ю часть, ну, кто ММО делал.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wise have to fight their battle for them.
More dragons.
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
A noble stand, albeit a
Да, именно
misguided
так оно
one.
и есть.
In taking it, you have but proven our
Ну,
point
персы невыразительны.
that this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Только главный герой был менее.
Too slow.
Давай, Тогач.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss. She'll move swiftly to see her minions ranked.
And then it will all be... I often wonder if the nation we once knew is a field's rot. We battled to preserve the flame that was, yet be that as it may, it is still our home. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned, and had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for...
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, where he would be of no use to anyone, and so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the Lord. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if you...
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddo in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on. She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others. Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian can... make an educated guess. I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul.
Think I'll stick to...
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade it from spit roasts to sweetmeats. This book has them all.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then...
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across, but you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Something tells me you won't be taking...
Fantastic!
So...
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though, Molly, the only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, a beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. A lot.
Monster's taken quite a liking.
And what can I do for you? Coin purse weighing you down? Is that all?
Back, are ya? So, what'll it be? Not bad, if I do say so myself. You can thank me later. Anything else? Clive? So, what'll it be? Anything else? What do you need? Back to work then.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Coin purse weighing you down. I'll be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much. You got out else? I'll be thankful you got that much. You got out else? Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the bloody dust.
Could have sworn we had a few more. Typical nobles.
How did we never
There are
hear
new
about
billets
these
being
Guardians of the
posted
Flame?
every day.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't, and if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit?
Fine.
Knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us. Wait a bit, then head over when...
Clive. Here you go. Seen enough?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. Here you are. You've already got that one. All done?
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your
What will it be today?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the mother crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Justanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drustanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's Breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
And how may I assist you today? How may I help you today? Study it well, Clive. Very good.
Typical nobles, cowering behind their walls rather than joining. Fine.
It will be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill. When you weren't talking about destroying Drake's Breath.
No. I spoke of Imran. The leader of the Crystal is what I need to do to put the past behind me. And I know that I can do it.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. All while Sidlet...
We'll make him.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady.
First August. What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about...
I told you not to stick your nose in my business.
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about talk to him? You never know, you might feel better for getting it all... Please, mate.
It's nothing. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher that made my stuff look like I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm there. You got what you came for.
All right. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all...
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first. Karen, Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So...
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd, makes all his stuff to order. But the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit.
You don't know where we might find him?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out...
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe... Cairnorthern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen.
At least you admit.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our...
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets.
Good idea.
Typical nobles.
don't think so.
Do you see anything you like? I'll be here if you need me.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Look at this place.
This is no time to ride. Let's go.
Какая малак, да, здорово. Нашел.
All right. Thanks, Gal.
Вон он, падла.
Straight home now.
Сейчас приду. Чайку сделаю.
This isn't gonna be easy.
All yours, Torgal.
Too slow.
Yeah.
Help me, boy. Rest well. I know I will.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other, don't we?
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the...
Unwanted violets. If you have them.
Why, I haven't heard. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turned out used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer. When there was a war on, that sort of thing. And even if they were, you wouldn't find...
Do the scorpions still...
I dare say they do. 3 reeds would...
Thank you. Not here.
Stay sharp.
After what the Empire did to Martha's mother.
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
No use calling Ambrosia now. Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against. Farewell. I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
I did indeed.
Marvelous! Let's see. What?
You wouldn't be wrong. But
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. I present Chance's stew, risen once again from the... Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm mad.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Odin's teeth. What an assault on the senses. It's like... And yet, up through the pungency, it takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavour. I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew, a single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own. Well, that... Certain.
I could have sworn we had a few more. Typical nobles.
How may I help you today, Clive? Best of luck out there, Sid.
Западные ворота. Ну да, сегодня ГГ тупит.
Yeah!
А, ну этого пидора я убивал.
Be safe. try. Unless we're all ready. It's over!
Hope there aren't any more of them.
I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Here's everything we've received and everything promised. All in good time, eh? Come again. I may have more for you.
How are you doing? Anything catch your eye? Seen enough?
Good day to you.
We get from the tailor all but worthless.
We haven't much, but you're free to look. I hope it's to your liking. Ah, yes. I trust it's all here. Good day.
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
This is no time to ride. Not here.
Faster! Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
Паскуда, порву тебя.
Morgul. Look sharp. Glad you're here.
Something there, boy? Could that be our man? Are you all right?
That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost some...
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you...
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of...
She's not an easy... Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, that. She said...
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to... And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself. I'd dearly love to help, but actually, I suppose you...
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds...
You sure?
Well, and thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is.
In that case, I'll see that...
I'd be much obliged. Right. I've got... You send your blacksmith...
Will do. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Could have sworn we had a few more. Typical nobles.
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot. You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Is it business or pleasure? Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
And with a bit of luck... How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or did...
I found him. And he asked me to give you this.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have...
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained a few times too. And that's no ordinary oil he's used. Oh, this is fine.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather. Here, Clive. You didn't have...
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was... Turns out, he's from Tabor. And again, but our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the...
Then we better keep this close to our chest.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that. Still, I'm glad you found him.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did...
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got...
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Black... Right, now that's sorted. I've got duty. Thanks, Clive.
Фан, здорово. Я сейчас заканчиваю, собираюсь уже.
Back, are you? So, what'll it be?
Вот мой кот здесь ходит. Вот бы и он так уснул. Кошака поднючий.
And how am I meant to do that then? Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it. And?
Я тебе положил палец, что ты меня зыришь так, падла. Фу, чудо.
Useful trick. Freezing and thawing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
All right.
There she is. The Iron Kingdom's mother crystal.
Drake's breath.
Ну иди ты вот сюда. Иди, иди.
Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency. Allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen. The sanctuary is
Фана, ты
inside
чё не
the
спишь?
mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
Right. Let's go. I always imagined when I came here it would be to reclaim it.
It used to belong to Rosaria, didn't it?
Once, though it's been in the Ironblood's clutches for far too long.
As was I. For 13 years, this rock was my home. I know its secrets only too well. This path was abandoned after an ether flood. They don't guard it anymore.
The perfect little shortcut.
Ладно, это мы попозже оставим. Спасибо всем, кто зашел сегодня.